and sometimes you have to make some changes. Hi, welcome. My name is Rachel. If you're new here, I am a homeschool mom of 4 boys, ages 10 to 20. We are on our 15th year of homeschooling. Today I want to share with you something that I don't want to say I just realized. I knew something was going on, but I had watched a video from Raising Arrows. I don't know if any of you have heard of her. She's been around for a long time. She has several children, been homeschooling for years. Her oldest are probably not much older than mine. So she had said that, you know, you homeschool for years and you go through different seasons, but sometimes you miss that, oh, I am in a new season, and sometimes you have to make some changes. Okay, so what was I noticing? I noticed different seasons. When my oldest was 10, I noticed there was some things and had to make some changes. We worked on independence with him. I noticed changes when he was in 9th grade. My oldest was in 9th grade. When he graduated, when my second graduated, even last year, things were a little bit different. But this year, I was really noticing it. This year, it came in the form of being really tired. And time flying. Maybe I should mention that also, but I feel like these are probably going to be the norms for any stage that you're in of homeschooling. But for me, it's a different tired. I have 2 oldest that have graduated, but they are still home, and I do not mind that. One is in school, one has finished an associate's, and actually he's working on some other things. So they're home, but it does take a lot of mental energy for me, and sometimes we are up late talking, which is great. I will take that as long as I can. And then, you know, I am homeschooling 2 other boys, one entering middle school and one in the midst of high school. I want to keep him on the right track. So I really just think it's mentally, and one of the things I've been struggling with, and when she said it, that's what hit home with me, was just the meal planning. I've done a video on prepping and how helpful it is, and it is helpful when I get it done. But I have been slacking or failing or just not coming up with the time to make that happen. With older children, there might be something that comes up that is a little bit different. You may actually have to leave the house for a reason. I try not to let that happen. I usually try, if I'm going to have to leave the house, that I have a list of several different things. Doesn't always work out that way, but you know, someone forgets something and they are in the middle of school. I'm glad I'm there to help. You know, I want to be able to help. So it's just a little bit more of a different busyness. But she was also realizing, she had talked to another homeschool mom and she was like, hey, you're in a different season. And I'm like, yes, I'm in a different season. And I am really gonna have to be intentional with my time. Homeschooling is hard work. Raising your children is hard work. Homeschooling is hard work. It is the best job in the entire world, and it is so worth it. But it is hard. And you have to recognize what is going on in your life. If you're struggling with an area and you might have to make some changes. I have not had one that loves to be in the kitchen to help me. So yes, dinner planning is an issue, and it's not so much dinner planning, it's like the desire is almost not even there. I wish it could just be out on the table for me. But I need to menu plan a little bit better, and even a month's worth out. I have done freezer meals in the past, and I would love to get back to doing that. My hope, my plan, my goals is to go ahead and do some serious meal planning for the upcoming year and a little bit better time management. I do have routines that I get done during the day, which have to do with doing things for each person in my family. So I do know that. And again, I have to be intentional with my time. My boys are watching me. I want them to know how to manage the time, manage when things change, that you can handle that situation. Things will change in life. Things will not like be smooth sailing the whole time. there will be changes that come up. There will be situations that come up. And here we are in another season of life. You may just be in the beginning of homeschooling. And for you, that is a whole new challenge and a new season for your life. And I'm excited for you. It'll be a fun adventure, but just recognizing when there is a new season and you need to make some changes, a lot of times when they're younger, you notice it in them. And maybe you need to make some changes with their work or, involving them in something else. But I've noticed for myself, as I have a couple that have graduated, my children are getting older, that it's really some changes I need to make for myself. And that is what I'm going to work on this coming year. And I do want to share that journey with you. I want to be intentional. I've already got lots of plans in my mind, but I want to implement them. So one thing also is I do have a desire for hospitality, having people over. I feel like that was a big part of our life when all my boys were younger. And it has slowed down a lot, almost to none, which makes me sad because I do enjoy having people over. I do enjoy getting together with people, and a little bit of that has to do with I have a 10th grader and a 5th grader, and there's a little bit of an age gap. So, but I want to be intentional about making plans for both of them. And I did a couple of things this past semester that was more geared toward my high school and some that was more geared towards my 5th grader. But I'd like to see more of that, but it is going to take a discipline on my part. And I just really have been praying about it, asking the Lord. I just know that I'm going to need His help and guidance each and every day, and just encourage you, if you're looking to make some changes, to seek His help and His guidance, leaning on Him. It's amazing times that I've asked, Lord, I need this or I need that. I don't even know where to begin, and it comes out of unexpected places. Have you had that happen before? It's always like, why was I doubting? And so I am looking forward to this coming year and just seeing what the Lord has for us and how we can be used for Him. And there's so many other areas that I know, different seasons. I do want to mention one thing. It was with chores when my boys were younger. I felt like I could implement that a little bit better than I can now because they were all younger, they were all eager, and they were all willing. And if you have the right plan, it works really well. And usually they would receive something. But now that they're older, I really need to figure out a system that would work best. My older ones do help with different things, but it's just so different because I really feel like they work, they're in school. So I have my 2 youngest and they are jump in and help, but I want to make it more organized, more of what I expect. Because boys are like that, and I've talked about that on here. I know that, but I think things have happened so fast with a couple graduating and focusing on those things that I need to get back into helping the ones I have now with their management skills. So just wanted to share these thoughts with you. If you are in a time of your life and you're like, what is going on? It could just be that time. It is a different season, is what it is called. So realize it, notice it, take ownership of it, and see what you can do in this new season of your life to help manage it and help discipline. Be intentional with it. And it will take some planning. It will take some time. So it's sort of like, beginning of the school year. And the first couple weeks, you're just trying to get all those knots out and get things to run smoothly. And that's how a new season will be. And it could happen, like I'm realizing, maybe in the middle of the school year. I need to make some changes. And it may take some time to figure all that out. But I am going to take some time after Christmas and try to think some things through. You might have to take a couple days off during the school year if you're realizing, okay, wait a minute, what I'm doing is not working. It may not be the schoolwork itself. It might just be the management of life. So just wanted to share that with you because I felt like it was a little bit of a help, motivation to me to think, yes, that is what it is. I need to look at this in a different light and maybe make some changes. So I'm looking forward to this new year And I do appreciate all you that watch. I do homeschool videos sharing our journey, and I also do some videos on gluten-free. I may add some other things in there that are going on in our life if you are interested. But I do appreciate you all watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon.